guys, welcome to my channel. Whenever I have evidence I can't explain, I just don't let go of it. I keep looking and looking and looking and trying to figure out what's going on. So over the past couple of months, I've posted 3 or 4 videos about some evidence, mostly about orbs in the house that I couldn't explain. Well, as you can see, I've had like the most wicked accident I think I've ever had, other than when the lady plowed into me at Christmas and destroyed my Acura. I slipped and fell and hit my head and hit my shoulder on the ground, and I've completely shredded my rotator cuff. And I'm going to have reconstructive surgery, maybe get a shoulder replacement. Of course, I'm in a sling, and this is an ice machine that's keeping ice water pumped onto my shoulder because it hurts so much. I can't do anything. I can't use this arm at all. My son is living with me now, and so he fixes, the meals, and he cleans, and he helps me, takes me to the doctor's offices and stuff, and so I'm able to do that. So I'm going to do this little interview, and he or one of my friends will take it and finish the video. I took down the other videos because I had debunked some of that evidence, and I didn't want it to stay out there. So what you're going to see is I've got numerous videos where orbs were pouring out of my mirror, and then there were these 2 bright infrared spots on my bathroom counter that I tried to explain, and I just couldn't trace it out. I couldn't explain it. Well, finally I have. So the light, the infrared light that was on the camera, was bouncing off the glass from the shower, hitting the mirror at an oblique angle and right across where the bevel was in the glass, which split it into 2 beams that ricocheted off another mirror and finally landed on the counter where it was. So all this time, it really was just the infrared light off my camera. And I couldn't understand why it was so bright. That's what was fooling me. But evidently the way the bevel on the mirror, it worked sort of like a prism or something. It focused the light. Anyway, I've been able to debunk that. The second thing was I've had several videos where this small little orb or little piece of energy is just floating around the house for a long time. And I tried to find what the source of that was, and I just never could seem to. Well, finally I did. And of course, it wasn't anything in the room. It was just a gnat walking on the mirror. So the gnat was walking around the mirror, and I was astonished at how much light that little gnat was reflecting back to the camera. So that's not a thing. Now, what also threw me off, though, was I have positively identified the orbs that were up on the ceiling. They were not bugs. They were not anything normal. They were absolutely paranormal. I couldn't touch them. They split into several different sizes or several different pieces, got back together. So they acted like traditional orbs that I've seen in the past. And the third thing is these orbs that pour out of the mirror. So what I've determined is that before I had hurt myself, I did this little test where once it calmed down, I got a towel and I swung the towel around really hard, and it stirred up the dust. And you can see all of these particles shooting back and forth across the room, and so that debunks all of that. However, there's always paranormal and normal mixed together, and there are definitely orbs. There are clear orbs of light that are coming out of the mirror with a definite sort of purpose to it. What kept throwing me off was when I would go into the bathroom, that's when the activity would start. And I tried going very slowly, very quietly, so that I didn't stir up any dust, and I couldn't, figure that out. It's the air conditioner coming on. The air conditioner was enough to kick up the dust that was swirling around. Mixed in with that are legitimate orbs. So the majority of what I've got are probably 10%, 15% legitimate orbs, and then the rest is just dust and gnats and things floating around in the house. So there it is.
End of story.
I'm not going to be making any more videos this year. I've got to have this reconstructive surgery. So that's going to be it for a while, guys. Thanks.